Welcome back to the Billionaire Podcast. Y'all know the vibe. Mega, the M word, millionaire. We'll cross it out. Mega billionaire. Get the merch on the website. Super blessed, super rich. Now today, we're sitting down with Kimberly Lawson, the document guru, the chef, right? The chef that, you call her up and you tell her, Kim, I want to come over for like Sunday dinner at the mansion, right? And I want you to cook for me and my friends some amazing vegan food and all of that, and she does it for you, right? And then you're there and you're sitting and you're having dinner and you're networking with top CEOs and people leaders of the different industries. That's the experience you get with Kim, Wellfed, she feed you with food, right? Now, aside from that now, Kimberly she's the document guru, as I said before, where if you need like help with getting your visa applications done, or you need help with like planning a trip, you want to go to Africa, Ghana, you want to go to Italy, you want to go to South America, she does that for you, right? So that's the benefit of having Kim as a friend, because she's a friend, right? But also she's a great person to actually interact with on a day-to-day basis, because she gives great advice, and whether it be business advice, whether it be personal advice, and I would say she's a life coach as well too, because she's just amazing. She tells you all the right food to eat. She tells you, if you have any document issues or anything that you need to review, she does that for you. So let's go for Kim, But before we go for Kim, remember guys, all the traders out there, all the people, that need, additional funding to trade, go to protradersfund.com, get the challenge, get funded. Y'all know the vibe, super blessed, super rich. Follow me as I go for Kim.
Hello, Kim.
Wait.
So this is Kimberly.
No, you know
You know, man.
Very well.
Want you know? Small world. So this is Kimberly, the document guru.
Hi guys.
The top chef, like well fed. You're well fed once you're around Kim. So we're ready for the party. We're gonna sit down today. It's gonna be amazing. Going upstairs. Y'all know the vibe. Welcome back to the Billionaire Podcast. Today we're on the pod with Kimberly Lawson, the document guru, the chef. There's so many things that you do. You do marketing, you do, business consultation, you do everything, So if you want to get a visa, you want to do a visa application, she gets that for you. She gets that sorted out for you. If you want to travel the world and you need like a travel planner, she prepares the plan for you. She finds the best places, she finds the best prices as well, the best routes to take, the best everything, she's an amazing cook. So say for instance, we were there and everybody's asking me where I'm at, for example, I'm on a Sunday or another day of the week and I'm like, I want to have some amazing vegan food that doesn't taste vegan, right? That's just amazing. I want to have a drive out of wherever I'm at. I can just call her up and be like, hey Kim, I've me and two persons or me and the next person's coming for dinner, and she prepares it for us, in a lovely mansion. And we're just in a lovely mansion and we're just there and we're just having fun and talking, and then you might see a CEO pop through that, is doing some amazing things, or you might see another head of whatever industry that they're a part of just pass through, and it's just comfortable, fun conversations, right? So we're here with Kimberly Lawson, the entrepreneur extraordinaire. She has multiple hats.
Thank you.
Right? Yeah, she has multiple hats, but I'm gonna allow her to introduce herself to you guys, so you guys can know who she is and what she's about and what she's been doing. Right? So Kimberly Lawson.
Yes, sir.
Kimmy.
Hi guys. Hi.
Welcome to the pod.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. So you can just give us a brief overview of who you are and what you're about.
Wow, a brief. Can I have a brief?
Oh, well, Talk as long as you want.
So I'm Kim to many. Yeah. Oftentimes when people get to know me, I'm Kim. I love to cook, you know that.
Yeah.
I have a passion, especially for gourmet vegan food. Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Yeah.
I love to travel. This year, October, will be 10 years that I started my business, the Document and Travel Guru.
The Document and Travel Guru.
Yep. So just what it says, I do like most things, document, anything online, document editing, online applications, whether it's police records, passport renewals, visa applications, visa renewals, you name it. Once it's online, you know, I book flights, book hotels. Once it's online, once it can be done online, that's what we do.
And it doesn't matter which country they're
it doesn't matter where they reside, as long as it's something that can be done online, we do it. And we have some special requests, like Chavez, sometimes you have some special requests. We have customers and we take them on. Even if it's not something we've done before, we research it, we take it on and execute it for our clients. And what else? I'm a mom full-time, and I'm sometimes mothered by my child. Madison is something else, but to the kids doing their grade 4 pep, big up. The grade 3 have gone, or they're coming soon, but grade 5 was today, and grade 6 went already, and grade 5 is tomorrow. So big up the teachers, big up on yourself. Teachers, you are amazing. And I'm sometimes a teacher. I teach sometimes, you know. Hey, so when COVID did come, nobody teach, you know? Yeah. Yes. My security was like, Miss Kim, I can't hear you, Dad, teach money, but I had to. You know, I had to. And I love teaching. I do. I love teaching. It's not my official hat, but I think I could have done from kinder up to grade 4, you see, after that. Especially with the maths, Chavez, the maths smash me up. But, marketing, that found me. Marketing found me. It was not, you know, I went to school. I started as an English major. Then I transitioned into mass communication. And then, in that particular course of study, I've touched marketing and advertising a bit. My minor is law.
Minor is law. You did law as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, did. It was actually possibly it was a favorite of mine. When I look back at my transcript, I scored them, did, you know, that.
So you know why she's so good at doing documents and stuff like that? Like, she has a law background as well.
A little curiosity.
Yeah.
And then I think, ever like from college up until, you know, now, unique things find me, like, even when my university was, you know, doing their mass communication accreditation, I was a part of the pilot program. You know, I was asked to be a part of it. I did that. I did my internships at GIS and Quartz. Quartz had an amazing marketing team at the time, led by Sudine Dalbury at the time, wherever she is. Hi, Sudine. And then, I was the first of that. I actually went there and asked about it, and they were like, oh, that's unique. Write us a letter, no?
Yeah.
And so I did. I took it to the university, and they did an official letter for me. I took it in, and then I was at Quartz. And then GIS, they already had a program, which I entered into. And so I was the first of that set.
Yeah.
And then I interned at Red Stripe. Then it was Diageo. Yes, Diageo. And
that's a brand like
it's Red Stripe that it owned Diageo. Now they're owned by Heineken, I believe. That also was a first for me.
Yeah.
They had an internship. Now this thing was like, let me tell you, that application, it was the first interview. That's what I think. Because that application page was about 30 pages long.
Yeah.
It's daunting, yeah, man. It's something that if you start it, you'll be like, I'll give up. But I didn't.
That's the Diageo
internship.
Application.
Yeah, man.
30 pages long for what?
30. I think that was the first interview. Yeah. And I think that was what they may have used to test
if you were going
the
to
endurance of the
continue.
person. Yeah, that's what I think.
I probably
in
would
retrospect,
not endure still, you know.
in retrospect, when I look at it, I said, no, man, this was the first interview. The second interview was in person.
Yeah.
But the first interview was definitely that. Had to be. And some people would have, it would have been either you finish it or you get frustrated and don't. So by that first movement, that's the first filtering. If you didn't finish it, then, when I went there, they had the vacancies were for 8. So I was the first communications intern under Grace Silvera and Maxine Whittingham. Hi, Grace. Hi, Max.
Yeah, they're gonna be watching it.
And then I moved on from there to Wisynco, where I was also the first public relations and advertising manager. Then the first brand manager for Boom Energy Drinks. So anybody who would have managed the categories before had a grouped category, but then in specific, the title that says brand manager, Boom Energy Drink. Then bigger, I started with advertising and public relations. Big up yourself, Zachary. So Zachary called me one day. Yeah, I was at Red Stripe and him say, so, hey, Kim, so how committed are you? How available are you? And I was like, let me call you after this. We called because I used to work with Zach previously at Red Stripe.
Yeah.
And then he took on a position at Wisynco. And then when he was putting his team together, he called me. He's like, hey, Kim, I'm putting this team together at Wisynco, as you know, and I have this position that, we're putting together. I think you're the perfect person for it. And are you interested? And we can't pay like Red Stripe. I remember that.
Yeah.
But it would be great to have you on board. And yeah, man, I went, I joined. Zach left me there. He was supposed to come back.
Yeah.
He went on secondment, said he'd be right back.
Yeah.
Things happen and he went on. But we remained friends. And Zach was an amazing, I think he was the person that I have to thank for believing in me and seeing in me what I didn't see in myself.
Yeah.
There's a guy by the name of Roger Thompson as well. Wherever Roger is, hi, Roger. I remember him and Zachary were, such great persons to me at Red Stripe, mentors unofficially. But yeah, marketing. And then one day I just was told that you'll be doing this because we think you can do it. So marketing found me.
Yeah.
All of that to say that marketing found me.
Yeah,
it found me. And then from what I hear, I did pretty well at it.
Yeah. And I also have like Airbnb businesses as well.
I do. I started that. So while I was doing and this is very important, very, very important, Shav, young people, older people, it's important that there's always that second, third income stream.
Second and third income
It's important. It's very important. And also it's important for a few reasons. And one of them is that you owe it to yourself.
Yeah.
You owe it to yourself because nobody will truly pay you what you deserve or what you're worth. For different reasons. Either they can't afford it or they don't want to afford it.
Yeah.
Whichever. But you owe it to yourself. Your future self owes it to to yourself to do it. So find a way to give yourself time. So while you're in corporate, while you're serving other people, that is one of the messages I want to tell young people.
Yeah.
Make sure, or older people who sit there in a job for 13, 14 years, make sure you have something going for you.
Make sure you have something going.
Sure. Yeah, man. Something that's yours.
Something that's yours. Because the thing is, there's this fear factor within corporate that I realize that, say for instance, somebody, you go to school, the mindset growing up, go to school, get the education, you please the parents, you get out, you get a job, and then most people don't like the job that they're doing or even the profession that they're doing.
Oftentimes.
Right? And then we were even talking on the previous pod about we're talking about like mortgage and the fact that
You end up paying 3 times as much.
Yeah, not even that, but the fact that most people after they graduate school and they're in a job for probably 10 years, they will decide probably they're going to quit and find a different work, right? Because they get bored, or the job fires them because somebody fresher is
They've
there.
done with them. They've discarded them. It happens.
Discarded them, and it happens, right? And then remember, like on a mortgage, the bank is going to give you like 3 months to pay. If you don't pay,
Them come for your
them
things.
come for your property and then they just resell it. And then you have all your money gone that you've been.
Can't get
And
that back.
you can't get it back. And let me insert this. So when you mortgage a home, you don't really own it.
Yeah.
It's just that the bank becomes your landlord.
Yeah.
So let me just get that out there.
The bank
When
becomes
you
your landlord.
when you say you buy a house, unless you bought it cash or you've paid off for it, you don't own it. The bank is now your landlord, and a more vicious landlord too.
Yeah, 3 months and you're out.
Yes, and they will come for your property.
Yeah, and even if you spend like, say for instance, you buy a 60 million on a property, you pay them 30 already. And
They
just
will
miss-
want to sell it back for the 30
Yeah.
to recoup what they own. No, I don't even know. Don't get me started on that. But yeah, they will be like that. And the worst thing is, I don't know what it is our government
Yeah.
has in place to protect people against things like that. Because right now, as it is, I think the banks have the upper hand.
But wouldn't you think that it's a worldwide thing though? It doesn't stop. Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Should probably research that for the next pod.
Yeah, we should research that for
That's
the next pod.
important.
Well, we're going to, because you're the document guru, we're going to have you research that with us, you know?
I'll take that
Yeah.
on gladly. Yes, that's a great question, and that is actually something that we could.
Yeah. So
Investigate.
so what really inspired you to actually get involved in all of this? Because we know you did law, you do the marketing, you're a chef, you're an Airbnb host as well. Am I leaving anything off?
A lot. Probably. A lot, probably.
Yeah, but what inspired you to actually get started within all of this that you're doing?
All of this, wow. I don't know.
No,
I don't
take
know.
it. No, we can't do it like that. We have to take it. We have to take it step by step, because when you say all of this,
Yeah,
her all is a lot,
it's a lot.
right? So we could take it step by step. First, let's ask, how did you get into like the documentary space? How did you discover within yourself that you'd like to assist
People with
in getting
documents and
visas,
traveling and visa and stuff like
etc.?
I will tell you, my dad, my dad has a very keen business eye. He's I have a friend who would say he's a visionary. Probably is. Big up yourself, daddy. Big up yourself. Yes. So I remember when the US Embassy had announced that they were now transitioning to online.
Yeah.
So all the applications had to be that way. And this is
That's like
years ago.
2020? Or
No,
before
man,
that?
way before that. About Madison is... no, man, way before that. Maybe from 2011. 2010?
That's all.
Could that be from
It was
then?
like 13 years?
Yeah. Yeah. So we were talking about it casually, my dad and I, and he goes, that's a good business opportunity, Kim.
Yeah.
And I tell you, that thing sat with me for a long... I even dreamt about that thing.
Yeah.
And I remember asking a friend of mine, when I dreamt about it, I actually told him that, listen, I need to find a place, I need to start this thing. I spoke to a friend of mine, told her, this is what we want to do and whatever. She was like, you shouldn't really want to do it. She never interested, it never sound whatever. But I still went ahead on my own and I did it. Young people, when people give you a chance,
Yeah.
one of the things that you try not to do is don't go into people's place, into people's business and steal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a young man who,
It was very dishonest.
very dishonest. He was very, very dishonest. And that was possibly one of my greatest hurts because
Yeah.
I believed in him so much. And I will talk further about my Let's Hear It for the Boys mentorship. But yeah,
We have a
that too.
mentorship program.
Let's Hear It for the boys.
So
Yeah,
that-
man, I'm pro
We
boys.
need a pen. What's a pen? We're going to write them down so that we can keep
and
track.
just put them on a
I am
whiteboard.
a pro
Yeah.
boys. I am pro boys. I believe our men need that boost. He was dad who had put that idea in my head and it just never left me. I decided to do it. I went and I found a space that was very convenient.
Yeah.
And then I realized I was right across from my alma mater, Immaculate.
Yeah.
So, the community of Norbrook, Stony Hill,
Yeah.
Cherry Gardens, they'd pass by there. So if they needed to get anything done for their kid, they could stop by and do it. But I would say that the majority of that business is definitely the visas and traveling.
visas.
And, and photos. And
People want them visas done, you know?
And we're strategically placed. We're neighbors. We share an address with the tax office.
Yeah.
Right? So we're 191 Constance Spring Road, and so is the tax office. And so we also service...
the tax office are at the same location?
Yeah, so we actually service our tax office customers as well, who come to do their driver's license photos when they want to. When they're going there, they just need to stop by us first, get the photo done, and then they
so
go
you do
there.
the photos as well?
We do
I need to
passport
drop by
photos
that
and
office, you know. Because most of our communication is like on the phone, or if I need something done, I would be like, Kim, check your email, or Kim, I call her. Those guys, don't call her 1 o'clock in the morning. That's up to me, you know.
Only Chavez.
Right? Well, I call her and she'll just get it done for me. But it's mostly over the phone, so I don't normally
Go to the
Go
office.
to the office.
It's
But
digital,
yeah,
you know.
we do.
And it's just so convenient, right? But what about the right, in terms of like the visa, you do like J1 application, which is like the work student work visas and stuff like that as well.
So pretty much so for example, for some of those visas, there may be two parts to it, because a work visa, you don't just up and get a work permit. You can't. You'd have had to have an employer. An employer would start that process. And then there may be another part of the process that you need to do. So here's where we come in. So you may not be internet savvy, or you may not be, online documentation savvy, and we do that for you.
Yeah.
So our customers come
Or
in.
you may not want to mess up the application.
Correct. So they come in and we offer that guidance, or push that process for them, or execute the process rather for them, or the completion to get them to the point that the employers
So basically
need.
automate the process for them.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
What
they
was-
don't have to worry about that.
What was startup like for that? Because startup and like marketing for that, how did you grow it to what it is now?
I am going to confess. Listen, I would market everybody else's business except my own. I'm so bad at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm challenging myself this year, because this year I turned 10 years.
Yeah.
Old. So in October, I have to, and I'm ashamed for talk, but it's true. And that is why I could say, viewers, I could say young people, I could say older people, in between people, cheer for yourself, to clap for yourself. Don't get distracted by just your 9 to 5 work pays. You have to put in some effort. And I'm talking to myself. That's a reality for me. That, it's something that I didn't really do. And that was also because I was committed to my 9 to 5 at Wisinko, right? But now that I'm not there anymore, I should be, I should have been.
Yeah.
That took such a long time. Then came COVID. That tried to steal my joy. But I'm still here and standing, praise the Lord.
Yeah.
But I would say that I'm gonna tap myself. My marketing has been poor for that side of the business, and however, and then from that though, I know that it has great potential, because it's been organic pretty much.
Bro.
Just pass us by, or
Just
Google,
word of mouth as well. And
Googling.
Bro, I will walk and market our business like everyone will go.
Yes, and they're
yeah.
all.
And that's not just me alone, but that's just everybody. Like, even like the
It's just word of
Wellfed,
mouth.
the Wellfed thing that she does. on the
Wellfed Sundays, yeah.
on Wellfed Sundays, right? Whenever she do it, sold out.
Yeah.
Right? Whenever she do it, sold out. And it's just like anything she does, sold out. Also,
She
like,
does it so well.
yeah, she's great at networking. She's a great friend to have. And she has great friends
feel
as well,
good.
right? And I promise you, every friend that she has thinks of her the same. Meaning, like,
Because she's a genuine person.
she's just genuine. Like, even the other day, like, David and I went and we had the Wellfed Sundays. David was there as well. And we were just, I don't know what you know about Andrew Tate, though, We need to talk about
Is
that.
you tell about Andrew Tate, right? You told me, so I was looking for this guy.
Yeah. So we were able to even have like conversation about Andrew Tate, and when Andrew Tate was in Jamaica, and Andrew Tate,
Yeah.
and you saw that video that I posted on my IG, and like this was, everybody had gone and we were just there, and she was just up active and just talking.
Yeah.
And normally, like past a certain hour, and people like can't go them
Yeah,
out.
I know. Yeah,
Right? But she was engaged in the conversation.
Don't say, we're gonna go, Kim.
Yeah. She was there, like, and and then she was like sharing out more food for us to take home and stuff like that, right? So it was just a great experience and just a conversation. Like you have to, when you're talking here, you have to say you're ready.
Yeah.
I've been chat you out. And
Yeah.
also even Wellfed Sundays, it was even something like that.
Yeah.
It's been on my, from 2019, 2020. That's something that I possibly should have done a long time ago. But we had bought the property that you've been coming to, and it just took a while to, between workmen and young people, older people, and in between people. When you guys commit to doing a job, a trade, plumbing, carpentry, just do it well.
Yeah.
Do it well and done, because all of us have value for our money. But, it's a common thing people talk about whenever they're doing building, they complain about workmen. But when we go foreign and
3-4 jobs.
And do it to the best on our ability. But, at home, y'all don't want to give us, the best. You don't want to put out your best here, but you'll go to a foreign country.
What do you think that is though?
Oh my gosh, that must be some deterioration of mind.
Yeah, but
because how could you not have pride in, listen, the first thing, you must have pride in self, because it shouldn't matter where you go in the world, where you are, whether home or abroad. It starts with pride in yourself. So it must be that you have no self-respect, or you don't respect people, but it starts in the heart. It starts, because think about it. If you want something, if you know you can do something good, why don't you just do it? Or if you don't know you can't do it, don't take the job.
Yeah.
But something inside you must be diabolical to take people work and just waste them money, waste them time.
So you basically pride yourself in, no matter what somebody is paying you, you're going to perform and do the best possible.
I'm very open, very honest. I like to have, and if it's not, let's say what I give you is not the best, I'm going to try to make sure
that it is close to the best.
Yes, close to the best, or that I can rectify it if given the opportunity.
Yeah.
Right?
So how did you get started in like the Airbnb hosting?
That was just something I saw that you said, like, oh, you used to Forex and you say, could I do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that I could do it because I had a property. I had bought a property in 2011, and I discovered that I was pregnant. I don't know how that miracle happened, or that magic happened, but magic happened, right?
Yeah.
and then I realized that I really couldn't stay in a 1-bedroom apartment with my daughter, so we needed a bigger space, and and then that was budding. Airbnb was at the time budding, and so I started long-term rentals first, though. That was a nightmare. Lord have mercy. I'm going to talk about that.
Why was it a nightmare?
Tenants.
So there are the same issues with like short-term rentals?
Well,
or similar issues?
Well, you may or may not. The only thing is that if you do it the right way, let's say you do it with Airbnb, especially because I prefer Airbnb because of their host guarantee. Because if you lose property or, your property is damaged, then you are insured against it.
Yeah.
That is important. I've had a situation where guests have moved bar stools out of my apartment. And I didn't realize, yes.
Them come and take a stool.
I didn't realize until the next check-in.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? The housekeeper
Move
clean.
out all the AC.
They will do those things, but the thing is, it's a great partnership. Airbnb has that guarantee. It's not only platform. There's VRBO that's doing their thing now. There's Expedia.
VRBO is a little bit more difficult and tedious.
It is.
Airbnb is just so Airbnb
is
So
exactly.
easy.
It is. I agree with you. It's definitely easier of all of them to work with. But for that, so the money was way better on Airbnb. Long term was it was harder. Oh my gosh, it was harder. So many things. It's just too much. And if your mortgage depends on that,
On Airbnb? On long-term rental?
Well, long-term or Airbnb, because the tenants sometimes have long excuses as well. They have issues. And that's a reality.
People might lose them job.
And that's a reality.
Random expenses come up and stuff.
And then
like
Airbnb can just sit on you there for months and not get booked. And so it's just really, I don't know how you balance it, but I just knew that was something that and at the time it was very lucrative for me. Now it is definitely not that lucrative. It has changed, and the reason that I assigned to that is more people are now in the game.
Yeah.
With newer buildings.
Newer buildings.
Right, more attractions, and so people have gravitated towards that. So if you have a particular listing that may have something special, like maybe a cultural experience or something, people looking for that type of stay or travel will book with you.
Yeah.
But if they are looking for a hotel alternative, they may find the newer properties. And so you'll find that persons who are like older hosts, have stepped away from it because it's just not the same. And that's a fact.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Okay,
But-
so Europe, we said that Europe, and based on just the explanations and everything that you're doing, right? We said that you are a believer in what we normally say, which is one stream of income is too close to zero.
Yeah.
And a multiple stream of income is always key, right?
Yeah.
And you said it even earlier, you said young people and older people should always strive to ensure that they have multiple streams of income,
man.
right?
Yep.
Now, in terms of you starting out and you deciding, hey, I'm going to do this additional thing or do that additional thing, like, what was the fear factor, if you had any there?
It's
And
always money. It's always money. It's always where you're gonna find it to start it, how you're gonna start it, and if you start it, how you're gonna sustain it, and if it doesn't take off how you want it to take off, it's always money. There's always that fear factor. It's money. Even a lot of things, because I am definitely not sitting here just celebrating all the time. A lot of times I am hunkered down, just thinking or fretting. I'm afraid about. I'm afraid about to tell Lord have mercy.
Afraid of what?
Afraid of bank.
Afraid of
Afraid of bank. I'm afraid of bank and them fees. No, sir.
Yeah.
You know, listen, they will gladly give it to you. And when you can't give it back to them,
Them come take it.
yes. So you just don't want to borrow from them or do business with them for just that reason. But then again, that's just a type of mind, because that's a type of risk. There are some people who will think about the risk and say, I'll take it. I'll take your money but it just depends. But for me, I would say it's definitely the fear of money. Like most people, I'm telling you, it's always a fear of failing. Will it work? And if I invest all my money and I lose it, where do I get it back? How do I start back?
Yeah.
That's it, fear.
So, all right, so overcoming that fear, like, how did you overcome that fear to actually just do it?
But just do it. Just make up mind. So just do it.
Just do it.
But just make up mind, because especially when you have. All right, I'm gonna say this. I've said it before, and I continue to say it. Also, the fear of what happens in the future. You don't want to end up on the road begging. You don't want to end up being anybody's. You don't want to be catching anybody's eyelash. So I'll say this: the future you, the future you is depending on the present you to make the best decisions for you. You heard that? You understand it?
The future is determined the
future-
present you to make the best decisions for you.
Yes.
Yes.
That means anything you do today, make sure that it is making a comfortable bed, a comfortable space, some financial security for the future you.
For the future you.
And that cannot rest on your kids.
Yeah.
It cannot rest on your relatives. You must be doing something. Once you are able, you must be doing something that, if God forbids, if it fails, you have a fail safe.
Yeah.
So
Well,
growing up, getting into business, didn't you have any friends that you would consider that you would want to go into business with?
I did, and remember I told you, I asked my friend to join me for Document Guru. And
So she was the only one?
she said
She was the
no.
only one. She said no. It's just since now, I've actually had a friend visit me, and he was like, "You know what, an investor?" And that's a long time. yeah. Sha-
I'm wondering if it's me.
He's like, "You know what, an investor?" I said, "A long time." But yeah, so it was, and it's funny. My friends will tell you that all through our lives, I would be this one. I'll be the one to jump at business. I'll be the one to start it. I'll be the person who just goes out and just do it. I'll just do it. That's me.
We say that in a food, because it's like every time we go for dinner on a Sunday, it's like something new. She made jackfruit ice cream.
Oh, that's what I saw you put up. Yeah. I was like, what? Where the hell you get this?
Nice.
It tastes good?
It's nice. You need to
Come up there.
You need to trademark that.
Yes.
Guys, she does trademarking as well. So if you want to trademark something, like you want to patent something, she does that as well, right?
I do.
Bro,
I do.
she made jackfruit ice cream and she had like some mango and stuff in it.
There's this place at Summer's House. You know Summer's House in St. Mary?
Mm-mm.
Like in Ocho St. Mary, like on the bypass.
So they used to have this little spot around there that you could get some stuff in the jar. And you used to get like the crackers as well, that you can just have like the dips. Yeah. So she makes some natural dips, bro, like with mango, with other stuff.
All plant-based.
Bro.
No additives, nothing, no preservatives, no GMO, organic stuff.
Amazing.
You're a natural
Naturalist.
person.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a natural, but I like eating healthy.
She and
weight.
Roger.
No, not Roger. Rocio, we get that.
Rocio from Give Me.
Yeah?
Give me,
Yeah, it's important. We have to feed our bodies and treat it good. You see, so he spoke about the jackfruit ice cream. I also experimented with them, and if them like it, I gave them a charcoal slider this Sunday.
Bro,
Yes.
I posted it on my story, and everybody's like, what kind of rock stone that in your plate? Them know so the rock stone are nice.
Nifty.
Right? So, it's just soft, it's nice, it's just amazing.
Eggless.
How do you come up with
Eggless.
the ideas for like your new creative foods? How do you come up with those ideas?
I must confess, everybody knows this. I love food. Like, I will travel for food. I believe in that. I will travel for food only.
So David friend too.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's how you experience a good life. Food must taste good. And if it's good for your body, it must taste good when you put it in your mouth. It mustn't just taste like medicine, right?
Yeah.
It must be, when you put it in, it must be rewarding yourself with something. You must be adding another second on your life, another minute on your life.
Yeah.
And it's through good food. And I can think of a billion things. Because what would inspire me if it's available in a meat version, there is a plant-based version for it. So like sour cream, the jackfruit ice cream.
Yeah.
It's plant-based. And I do sour cream just simple with lemon or lime, cashew or maybe sunflower seeds if you're allergic to cashew, tofu, a little scallion, little onion powder, a little salt. Sour cream.
She asked what you're allergic to first, and then she
And then she make a thing.
I mean,
and she always has an alternate thing to use.
Yeah,
like
in case allergic to this. Well,
you use something else. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, just that food is just really, for me, it's just a love of it. I start first with what I love myself. What tastes good to me, I can actually dream up a taste. I can dream of what can taste good. And that's why travel is important, because when you travel and you go other places, you get an appreciation for other spices
and
that you can
food and
use.
meat and stuff
Right. Like, oh my gosh, I went to DR recently in April. Oh gosh. So my next Wellfed, I am featuring 2 of the
international dishes.
Dom Rep dishes, which is my favorite is sancocho.
That's Sunday, right?
What is some culture?
It's the last Sunday. Sancocho is a soup and a rice meal. You've never heard that before. I didn't. But
Soup
if you
and a
never,
rice? What
it's
you
soup
mean?
and rice. So they serve rice in a bowl.
Yeah.
And then there's soup. And this soup has in its natural state, it has 7 meats. So they have sausage, maybe
soup
pork,
has all
maybe
of them in
chicken.
it one time.
And it's like a one pot corn
Wait,
and
there's 7
plantains.
meats though?
Right?
I mean, as if in there
7 kind of meat there then?
7 different
As
kind of
in
meats
7 different kind of meat in
in the one pot.
another pot.
The world.
Yeah,
No.
bro. What do you
But
mean?
there's no chicken and beef still.
Same,
No,
still.
but I tell nobody that.
A chicken alone we eat,
Malik no pork.
Malik.
Malik love pork,
Malik
you know.
no pork.
Malik. But when you put that together and you put the spices and all that and you have it with rice. I had a nanny from DR. I should tell you about that. I wanted to make my daughter bilingual.
Yeah.
And so I brought
Is she bilingual right now though?
Oh God, let me tell you, they said to me that way. I remember at one point with the lady. So what we did was she did not speak English at all.
Yeah.
It was important, no English at all. And so we both were learning. So she was learning English, I was learning Spanish. Madison never learned a thing. Listen to me, man, they get a 1L.
Yeah.
But Rosie, big up yourself. But she was the one who introduced it to me. When she cooked, I couldn't figure out. I was like, what? Was that coconut
Yo,
water?
I swore it was water, bro. But pull it out, me say, yo, why the water in that bottle here, though? But drink it out, me say, yo, coconut water. Nah, bro.
You don't
that's
drink coconut
crazy.
water?
No, I don't.
You know, drink coconut
Why?
water,
You have low blood pressure? Your blood pressure low?
I just don't like the taste of it.
Oh, why them get
Coconut
this
water
a
good for
clown
you,
here
she
from?
can tell you the benefits.
Really just don't like the taste of it.
No, man, so many benefits. Where them get a clown here from? I could beat him. I could pause the camera and beat him.
Pause.
But even that, she was what exposed me to Sancocho. So when I went to Don Rip, listen, that's there. I went, oh gosh, I don't want to talk too much about the food, but Wellfed, the next Wellfed staging, I'm doing a Sancocho. I'm doing a vegan Sancocho.
And what was the other one? You said there was 2. Or you want to keep the other one a surprise?
Mofongo, which is like a popular one. It's a plantain and meat dish, so that will be definitely plantains. And the reason, so one of the things that I do for Wellfed is whatever is on the farm is what I am serving mostly. So
She has a farm as well, bro.
Lord have mercy, them love laugh and say a tree.
Yeah.
Them have tree out there. Me have a tree like a tree and it's a farm. But from it, beer is a farm. Yes.
Real.
I have renta yam, I have cassava, I have cherry trees, I have mango, got avocados, our pear, I have mango, I've got plantains, and I've got lots of coconut trees.
Hey, she have some big mango in it, bro.
Yeah, and lots of coconut trees.
What kind of mango tree you have?
I don't know what it's called.
She have some big mango.
But it's a big mango. It won't
Big
look like
red mango.
it won't look like
like
Aiden.
East Indian.
No,
That's
it's not
East
East Indian.
Indian,
It
bro.
won't look like Aiden. It's one of those. So it's a crisp
It's a
mango.
Bombay. Yo,
It won't
Malik,
look like, it's not a Bombay.
the mango tree that we have in the yard. Up.
It turned red or yellow or.
What type of mango trees are? Is that Bombay or something like that? Huh?
Malik not sure.
I mean, sure.
Malik not sure. Malik not sure.
Malik not
Not
sure.
say it. But it's not a Bombay because Bombay is my favorite mango. And that don't start beer yet. We planted that.
Bombay is which one? The smaller one?
It's a
never know
small
that
with
type of
a
mango.
little peak at the top, with a little peak at the end. You know, a little dot on the chin.
Okay, mango?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, because he ate it on Sunday. I did a mango chutney.
I ate
He had it
mango
on
chutney.
his sloppy
Yo,
joe.
bro, you ever ate mangoes with onion?
No.
Amazing.
We recently started eating onion in
That's,
the
yeah.
burger.
I did a mango
Onion good for you,
ceviche.
you know?
Yeah.
It's very good. I did a mango ceviche on Sunday.
Yeah.
And so he had that.
Bro, she was using some names and I just felt rich. Like the name them she used, I was
Mango
like,
ceviche, yeah, man. It
I
was
was
very
like,
good.
Cha-ching.
nigga.
Come in there. I'd have to
You have to
really
come.
like. I'd have to really like be selective though. Because
No, you
I'm a
wouldn't be
really picky eater.
No, you think
Bro, you
that.
do have to be
you have to go
selective,
for
I
the
promise you.
experience. No, man, it's experience.
Or probably
So
this sounds like the type of thing that would make me want to try them.
Yeah, man.
Want to try
I guarantee
the
you.
wildest foods you have.
I guarantee you will be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Pleasantly surprised. The shop is there, just can't stop come.
Yeah, we can every Sunday, like end a month again. So just end a month to do it, by the way?
I do it end of month or whenever my friends ask me to. Like this one that I did that you came to last week, a friend requested
That was
it.
a request.
Yeah, she came in, so she requested it and I did it.
Yeah.
That's something my father.
I met a pilot.
a pilot.
Y'all can talk to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
A female
yeah,
pilot.
I know that.
Female pilot.
You know
A
that.
female pilot.
About probably no, not next year. Next year is 2024. 2025. I'm gonna go get my private pilot's license.
For sure.
Do your thing, you. Do it,
Is
do
it-
it, do it. Pilots are scarce, young people. That's a good field to go in. Pilots are
You ever watch
scarce.
the movie 2012?
And so, no.
It's a good skill to have on their
It
belt.
is.
Trust me.
You ever watch the movie 2012?
I just really want to have that skill under my belt, and
Well,
I
the
like
guy-
flying.
Where the guy when the world is
Ending, and then they have to get him family.
You have to get his family and
I
fly
think I
out.
watched
Fly
it.
out.
Yes, I think I watched it, and he, yes, I think I did watch it.
We have a pilot.
Well,
We're
yeah,
good. We
he
don't need a
paid
plane
our
right now.
money to get them in, and yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we just need a plane right
I
now.
will.
Pilot William would just gone and save the crew, bro.
Me like travel, but me not too like plane.
Yeah.
No,
Afraid of plane.
me prefer the cruise ship. Then.
Prefer ship
True,
over
true.
plane?
I'm
Yeah.
afraid of the cruise ship.
No, I'm
What?
afraid of the ship.
I'm
No
afraid of
man,
that.
you can save it like, but think about if you're free. Oh, you're gonna dead. I just saw dead quick.
No,
So.
but if it,
If
I feel like I feel like I can glide.
Brother, try that.
Brother,
Brother, try that, bro. You know, say a ship I go down in the middle of the ocean.
Can
Where-
glide.
I feel like I could have
I'm
glide
shark
still.
and them things before about.
I feel like
Nah.
I could have glide. Like, my
But when you
superpowers
glide,
are
you go
activate
glide.
sometimes.
You're
You
gonna
just
glide
be like,
and drop
alright, no
in
worry,
the
never.
sea. You're gonna
Yeah.
glide and drop in the sea, but the ship them have like a lifeboats. And you go on that. When you
Watch-
see on
I feel like
Titanic,
I
is
feel
not
like
a
watch
real thing, you know.
Titanic still, you know. You watch
Titanic is too full.
Titanic,
Let's not
dog.
deal with it right.
I feel like I watch Titanic, so
Let's not deal with it right. No.
And the ship
All
have my
wicked.
things
Them
still.
call Rose wicked in a Titanic. Rose wicked.
Yeah, man, the two of them could have worked on the
Of
board. you know.
course.
Two of them could have worked on the
Everybody
board.
knows that.
But the water under the bottom would have just freeze him still.
No, him could have gone on it too with Rose. The two of them could have fit.
So that didn't sing.
But Rose like, oh Jack. And, oh Rose. But hate Rose. Everybody hate Rose for that one scene.
But that's a true story though, like right
Yeah,
there.
it
I know
is.
they made up that
It is.
part,
What,
but the
part about
person they made up how it happened. I think, but the Rose character, I think, is a true character. They just
Yeah.
kind of potted in
in
us.
Yeah,
the
she
in the
lived-
movie,
she-
in the
she
movie I
lived-
saw that
Yes.
she was there.
She's a true character.
She said she initially wanted the movie to be a documentary, but they just did it like a movie anyway. So
Oh.
she just.
Man, I
went
feel
with
like
it.
she go
told
back on
the story.
no ship still after that, still, you know.
No,
No boat or
or
nothing.
a ship after that. You're gonna dramatize.
Traumatized.
Dramatize. Can you imagine that?
That's my biggest
That was
fear.
like
Saving a life by an inch.
the Titanic was the stamp of aristocracy.
Yeah.
That's when you're rich, you know.
Yeah.
Can you imagine realizing that you're gonna die
On the so proclaimed best ship in the world.
in the world? An iceberg.
They did ever find out about the ship.
They did.
yeah, the
Many
wreckage is
documentaries
there,
have
man.
gone on it. Yeah, they have.
Wreckage is there.
The wreckage is there.
I'm saying the reason for it crashed still, there was a fire in the lower hull, and the part where the iceberg hit was a part where it did get burned, so the metal is soft. So when
Oh.
it hit, it did just start leak, and nobody never know till it was too late.
Too late. Oh.
So let me ask you a question. You say you travel the world, or you?
No,
Let me not
I
say
wish.
say.
No, but me I go travel the
Yeah.
world because I'm a billionaire. I'm afraid I go travel the world, people.
Manifest that.
Manifest that.
Drama, you know. So in terms of like the food, like based on your recent travels, like the type of food that you've tasted, like what is it like? Because you cook vegan, yeah, but
I also eat meat,
You
yeah.
eat meat. So what are the limitations or the some stuff that you try and some stuff that you would not try?
Me not gonna try dog meat.
Not
Me
try
not
dog
kill-
ever,
no.
ever.
But
no.
I also would say this: it's not only the Chinese that eat dog. If you think that, no, it's not.
A lot of pe- a
Some
lot of Jamaicans gonna eat it
African
already.
nations eat dog.
dog.
Yeah, they line up and they do it just like how you do goat. They
Yeah.
roast it, and they line up and wait for it.
Them not roast goat. Them roast goat.
Yeah,
You
do
roast
to the managed water. To the managed water, you roast the goat head. Or you roast the goat balls. You know, eat that
You
yet?
drink manish water?
And the goat marrow.
I've had manish water before still. But
Yeah,
I never know
so
that.
yeah,
and
like
they
it.
roast it.
I see somebody post on Twitter that
Roast and scrape it off.
Them
Whenever-
find the
Whenever-
goat teeth in it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You see that video
Yeah.
there? Them
Yeah.
find the
It's
goat
like-
teeth.
Goat teeth are posted in a managed water.
No.
If you're not in there, no
That-
man, if you're in there, you don't get managed water. Something else.
If me,
Oh, no,
when
I don't
drink
say a
it, you know.
goat. Oh, no, I forget the
Boy, you gotta go by the teeth.
Yeah,
What is
because
a dog
goat teeth
teeth?
different from dog teeth. Come on, people. People, if you don't get the teeth in the managed water, you'll never get
Goat
managed
teeth
water.
are one of the scariest looking teeth.
No,
in
no,
the
listen to them
world,
people.
bro.
You need the goat teeth in there, the goat head, yeah, the goat ears. Whenever them something
The
there,
person
so never
that's-
get managed water, little hair upon the meat.
I'm not
And
drink
us
manish
just-
water.
Boy, man, you make me know want to eat manish water now, you know.
Not jokes up, not shove no matter with it. Half of your life gone if you
Yeah.
know that.
But
But
here's some-
spices, the food. Back to your question, spices, the foods. You know, beef tends to be flavorful. It's not really good for you because it stays so long in your system.
Beef?
Yeah, man, they say it take like 30 years to digest, to come out of your system because it
mean-
stays
I
and
mean-
sticking. Yeah, beef. It's
Like a
hard to
beef
digest.
steak, like a steak?
Steak, yeah.
You're not supposed to eat steak.
I wouldn't say not supposed to eat it, but not as much as you do. If you're like a steak lover, I love steak. I do love beef, and so does my daughter. But they say it stays in your intestines way too long. It
Okay, so
stays
your
there way
body
too
doesn't
long.
digest it.
Doesn't digest it. Nope, not as quickly. It takes years to fully come out.
Is it because the meat is so hard?
Maybe, could be,
Okay, what
could
else?
be, but it's yeah. Goat is a favorite of mine wherever you go. So my friend is married to a Nigerian, and I learned that goat is something that they like too. So
A
that's
goat.
Goat, yeah.
Goat.
So
I
goat.
thought I was going to say agouti.
What is a goatee?
It's a rat, a big rat.
For real?
Yeah.
People,
From where?
nobody wouldn't have rats.
In like Ghana, Africa. Agouti.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. So you know what? I'm gonna go.
Mongoose.
There are two African countries that I want to go to. I want to go to Benin, and I want to go to maybe the Togo Islands too, but Nigeria. So I recently did a DNA, an ancestry DNA. My cousin Sarah do an ancestry DNA kit there and dig up one piece of history from my family. My Chinese background, me yes.
Oh, you're part Chinese.
Everybody, yes. And let me
Yeah.
tell you something. She found our relatives. Oh my gosh. And so I went and I got one. And so I discovered that I am 27% Nigerian.
Yeah?
Yes. And another 25%.
You just need to learn
Togo.
the language now.
So did you watch Woman King?
Yeah.
So Woman King, you remember that story was around the Dahomey dynasty. So what I learned was that they were also unbeatable. For years, they were
Yeah.
unbeatable. And that is where Benin is where the Dahomey resided. So it means he's a warrior. He's a warrior queen too. Unbeatable. I'm just
Yeah.
owning that. Unbeatable. So yeah, so I think that's, I had said I wanted to do Ghana first, me, but no. I'm thinking Nigeria.
So like the next break you take off business and say you're going to do travel, where's the first place you have in mind to go?
I want to go to Nigeria. That's it. I would
Nigeria,
definitely
okay.
want to do that. They say I'm 27%.
Oh, and so it's going
Nigerian.
because like the DNA history and
That's
all of
because
that.
of my DNA.
Or does somebody do something like that though? Like if I wanted to
So
go
I
and
bought
do
a kit on Amazon.
a
Bought a
DNA
kit,
kit.
yes, an Ancestry DNA
Guys,
kit.
that's a business opportunity for you guys to sell DNA kits and market and
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
It is. And so I did it, and it was done by the saliva. So they have, it's very easy. The instructions are clear. And then so I gave them saliva. You have to fill this vial, and then seal it and ship it. And there's a
So you ship
return
it
label.
somewhere.
Yeah, man, it was in the US, and there's a return label. And so I sent it off, and it took maybe about 4 weeks for it to come back. And they give you an update. We received your kit.
Processing
We're
your
at this
kit.
point, we're at that point, we're 60% done, 98% done. It should come on this date. And yeah, it even came before they told me it would. And yeah, there was 98%, 27%
I want to do it. You have to send me the link. 'cause I want to-
Nigerian.
Well, I'm a lion, So I feel like I'm African too.
Deep in the
Interesting.
Congo.
And I discovered that my Chinese heritage was a little toops, and I was 3%.
Yeah.
Northern China.
Yeah.
Yes, so
I
it
feel
gives.
like I'm Japanese, like more 15% Japanese.
You feel so?
Yeah.
Try test it and see what happens.
I really like the culture, and I don't know. I'm just drawn to the culture. I started learning the language with Duolingo a while back.
Duolingo the thing,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I've been learning Spanish, so I want to do like a South America trip, for like a little while, so that I can like properly cement the Spanish language. And then I want to learn like Italian, and then I want to learn Chinese as well too. Well, quite a few people like
That's interesting.
speak Chinese. But the thing I know about Chinese though, because I was talking to somebody, she owns a wholesale. And she's been living in Jamaica, and she has her business set up in Jamaica. But it's a situation where it's so difficult for her child can speak Chinese, but it's so difficult for her child to write Chinese.
Ah.
Yeah,
Right?
Yes,
their
'cause
writing
it's a-
is really complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really complicated.
It's very difficult for them. So Kim, so what's next for you though?
Oh gosh, so many things. So I have my 10th year anniversary to plan for the document and travel
They plan on
guru.
doing something big.
Yes,
Like
I
an
also one event, and I want to add new services. There are 2 new services that I want to add, so badly. So I'm looking at investing in those machines. I want to travel.
The print guru. I feel like it's the print guru.
Yeah, we're gonna do some printing. Yeah,
Print.
I want to start printing,
You're printing merch
building
or
plans.
building plans.
Yes, architectural drawings.
Okay, that's
reprographic
amazing.
printing.
So you plan
yeah.
to do like
reprographic printing.
so you plan to like hire some architects to work under you and you do those stuff as well too?
No. So whatever they have their building plans to print, or they have things to get approved, or whatever, they can send it to me.
And you do the
print.
application process and you do the printing process as well.
Application process.
Yeah, like if you
Chavez,
like for
maybe,
example
no.
KSAC.
Chavez, maybe, I don't know.
You know?
It's a business idea, it's a plan, it could happen.
Yeah.
But no, I just really want to just print them work. I just want to print them work.
Yeah.
So all the developers can just send their work.
So what about
along.
like merch printing and stuff like that, like clothing and stuff? Because that's a big industry as well.
I don't even want to set it up for me.
Partner with
We can
We can
Billionaire
work
Pod.
stuff up.
Send it for me,
we got
Ronald.
merch, like every time we drop merch, like even right now. Ryan has on a shirt right
Ryan
now.
has it on.
And
See that then?
yeah, Ryan has on a shirt right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's like the billionaire world map, cash out billionaire, and we have a couple. We have the mega millionaire, billionaire. So scratch out the millionaire. I have a couple of other designs, like we've been wearing them on the pod, and we've just been talking about it. And the amount of orders and pre-orders that people want to send in right now, I have to be like, hey, just give me a second, guys. Right?
Really?
So yeah, so
Wow, so
I
that is an opportunity.
yeah. Yeah, so that's a major opportunity. Every time we post merch, like we release merch, we have a ton of orders. Like the stuff just sell out right away. So it would be a great opportunity for you. So in terms of like Document Guru or your Airbnbs and all of those stuff, where can people actually find you to actually utilize the services, or to book an Airbnb, or to get your consulting or marketing services, or even to go to Wellfed?
Even that. So my marketing. So I still do marketing consultations. So that is something that I haven't been doing much of that for a while because I've been so focused on the other stuff. But yeah, I still do that. No, getting in touch. It's pretty easy. I mean, my business is a document and travel guru. I'm on Instagram.
You have an Instagram page?
I am.
You have a website?
I do the documentguru.com. So I am pretty reachable. 876-632-4878.
That's your personal number or the business number?
No, that's the business number.
Oh, because I'm frightened.
No, man, I'm not
Because I know you get them like 1 a.m. call.
Listen, oh my gosh,
Kim, I need some food.
Listen, I've done about 2 interviews on the radio.
Yeah.
And I made a mistake and I gave them that. Now, let me tell you something. I still get calls. Still get calls. I did, on 2 radio stations, 2 popular radio stations, and I still get calls. And so that's not gonna happen again.
And then I see, like, even at one of the Wellfeds that we were at, I see that, like, the health-based stuff that she do, in terms of, like, the way she cooks and the type of food she cooks, she was telling me about, like, You see, like the conversation we're having when we were doing the podcast with Give Me, and guy was telling me about some stuff that some bushes, some herbs that you can actually use to cure certain diseases. She knows all of the different cures for certain stuff. She, guys, just to let you guys know, she's not a doctor or anything like that. She's just great at.
Yes, I'm not.
Dr.
So
Lawson.
I can tell you that background of that. My dad is a cancer patient. He's been living with on and off multiple myeloma from 2006 till now. He's done very well, and I can tell you the reason that he's lasted this long is because of his plant-based diet.
Plant-based diet.
Yeah, man, he's militant with that.
So no meat at all?
No, my father does not consume flesh at all. So he has an amazing story. He should be your next billionaire
podcast
interviewee.
Interviewee.
Yeah, man. So it started there. So in caring for my dad, we've had to make some adjustments.
Yeah.
I also had this running with a health scare. I don't all know them diagnosed me. I don't know what I did. Probably depression. But anyway, whatever it was good for me because I learned how to cook better, how to eat better. It was transformational. And so I share that in my kitchen. So even when I prepare food, people will be like, you would always, not get help. Not because I don't want it or I don't need it, but sometimes people don't understand the importance of the integrity of the food. How we prepare it. For example, I don't use pipe water. Though we have filters on the pipe, I use the spring water to prepare the meals, to soak the cashews, to boil the foods, because of just that integrity. If I prepare raw food, just ensuring that it's sterilized with boiling water. So if I do ginger, I pour boiling water over it for like a quick 30 seconds to just kill any germs and stuff, because again, my dad, his immune system will be low, and so I have to ensure that is squeaky clean. And so I offer that even if you are not a cancer patient or any illness, I still promote, which is where the essence of Wellfed comes in. So everything is prepared from scratch with love, properly. Not in a clinical way, but in the way it's supposed to be prepared. And so that journey, that particular project is something that I think I'm going to work harder
in terms of the Wellfed,
because people like it. It's very niche. It's nothing big, or I don't get like, because as of right now, I can cater to a maximum of 10 because I only have 2 hands.
So
and sometimes it gets overwhelming.
On that, do you think, okay, I was going to ask, but then no, you put a number on it. They say cap it out at 10 because of your ability.
Limited
limited workability.
Yes.
So I was gonna ask if you plan to make Wellfed like a restaurant, but with
I
you,
was gonna ask you that the other day too.
But
once I get an investor,
with you only being able to deal with it at 10, I guess you still could, but you could do it as a high-end reservation only.
It is a reservation only type.
Yes,
It is a reservation only.
Yes, and then also, so on that Wellfed, to just add to what you're saying. So Wellfed is an event. It's an experience that's offered in a package. So the property at Boardwalk that he's been coming to, it's actually a well stay property.
Yeah.
It just has not transitioned into that, but that's exactly what it was purchased for. So primarily our customers or clients are those who may be diabetic. So so let's put it this way, those who have a naturopathic doctor or a naturopathic program that they have to execute. So the person that we've hosted in the past may be diabetics, maybe cancer patients, may have some of the illnesses, but they are being treated by the naturopathic doctors. They send them to our property, right? And it's like an Airbnb, but it's like what we call a well stay. So at that property, we prepare their program, whatever it is. If it's a detox program that they're on, we do the detox program. If it is a lifestyle program that they're on, we do that. And that may mean that they have to eat certain foods and whatever. When we have guests on property, at the property, it's no meat at all. It's plant-based. And whatever the naturopathic doctor recommends, it's what we execute. So for example, they may say, you are supposed to have, let's say you can have ackee. It's ackee without saltfish, but when I cook ackee for you, you wouldn't miss this sauce. Are they ready?
True,
yeah. Go miss it.
True.
But just that, so that we...
I don't eat ackee though.
Go on with your business, but whatever you eat, we can start it. I'm sure about that.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm pretty confident you can.
Yes, man, I can. So it's that part of the business too that we are now looking to roll out. Because we have had clients. We've had clients who have cancer, who've chosen not to do chemotherapy, but they'll come to the property to chill out.
Yeah.
Because listen, when you come down there, it's when you inhale, you not even believe so you breathe for true because the air is crisp and fresh and nothing like town, hot and heavy. It just clean and crisp. It rains pretty often there. Yeah. So our vegetation is lush. I have some little common fowl. I say, anybody want a common fowl tip? Because I got a cock and a hen, and then they procreated, and then they did things. And before I know it, I have grand chicks. I have 8 grand chicks. Then mongoose take 2.
Yeah.
Then the grand chicks that grow up, and the mother and the father go and get them. Have more. I don't want no more.
Yeah.
No, before you guys came on Sunday, we had a thing. The chickens got away in the house, and listen to me. My daughter was like, "Mom, we have a chicken crisis." But I could not imagine that they came in the house. So I want to give away my little common fowls. Even those little, when you see them, it's just so relaxing. Yeah. When Clyde, my rooster, when he crows, and I have other roosters now. I have 5 roosters. Yeah. Plus my daddy rooster. And when he crows at such inconvenient times in the day, it's relaxing. And my guests have also commented on that. They're like, a long minute ear cock crow.
A real thing.
But it was therapeutic to her. She did the program with Dr. Deborah, is our naturopathic doctor we work with, and she's
the lady that you recommended for my pops regarding the diabetes.
Yes, absolutely, yes. And we when Dr. Debs put a program together, we just roll it out. Sometimes the herbs them not taste good at all, but like when she have a green shake on it, I can put it together so that the client,
to it and stuff.
And the client likes it. Listen, cinnamon and nutmeg goes a long way. A little banana too, man. It adds, and that's what I do with cooking, and that's how it should really be.
Add a little fun to it.
Flavor so that it's palatable.
You see, the thing is, vegan food, like a lot of people that cook vegan, bro, you go to some place and you buy vegan food, bro, and the most annoying thing that it just tastes bad. But you so you cook it, bro, you not even know it's vegan food you're eating.
You don't miss the meat.
Really gourmet. And you're using the spices that God give you, just natural things, the garlic, the scallion, the sweet peppers.
She make, like peppermint. Is peppermint?
Peppermint? What you mean? Like what you talk about? The teas or the juice? Lemonade, the lemongrass lemonade. Some have some lemongrass, but just cut it. Some of that cut it, and just blend it up and add up like a nice thing. Lemongrass. So people generally know it as fever grass. I also call it fever grass. But when you a fever grass lemonade, nice. I think I'm gonna jazz it up a bit in the next one to do a mojito.
I tell her some motion is like start doing my weekly meal plan and stuff like that. But She sent
I'm a
me
joker.
She sent me the link for buy the plate, them, bro. But bro, come on, Kim, just buy the plate.
Just
Me
buy the
say,
plate.
me say, buy the plate, brother, and then come now. Just send me the thing. He sent me the meal plan.
But buy
So
the plate,
container
bro.
them come.
It's like yeah.
Remember, I don't stock those plates, you know.
Tell me go shop.
Him,
Me not
me send
remember
him
what
to
to buy.
shop. Order the bottles for the juice and the shake, and order the plates so I can, you know,
Package
package it
them
out
and
and you know,
send
pick it
them.
up. Yes.
Me not remember what to buy. Me just want you deal with it still.
Him just always want me to treat him like baby. The partner's a big old ass steered boy. Right?
Yeah.
Boy. But so Wellfed and Wellhouse, because the name of the
Yeah.
property is Wellhouse. It's Wellhouse. And that's what I'm going to be working on.
You know what you can do?
Truly.
You can do like yoga and them thing there.
So
as
I
well.
don't do yoga. I know nothing at all. But
You can
a
get
part of
somebody
the
to do it.
property, a part of the plan is to invite. You can even the yogis. They can bring their teams, their crew, their club, whatever, to the property and use it.
I want to host. I actually want to host like a
We have
billionaire
7
retreat
bedrooms.
there.
7 bedrooms there.
That's why I asked the amount of bedrooms because I want to host like a billionaire retreat there.
We have 7
With like
bedrooms.
key persons, and we just be there. We just have like a weekend.
And you see how
of
many
a wellness
dining rooms we
weekend.
have?
Yeah,
The next step for my
she
decor
got a
is
dining room within the dining room
and another dining room.
and another dining room.
So I want to buy a piano. I want to put a piano
Yeah,
there.
she can
Pianos
play.
are really
She
nice.
can
We
play
found
the
a-
piano too. You know.
Pianos are-
We
I want
found
to
a
learn.
musician, so
Bro.
he'll play for our guests.
Yeah, when they're there, she's playing. You know those Italian. You know, like when you go to the
Classical
opera.
music
Yeah.
and
You go to the
play
opera. You feel
Baroque
like you're one.
music.
You watch John Wick and you see the man at the opera.
Yeah.
You feel like you're in that.
Yes,
that movie
people,
right
I
there.
love Luciano Pavarotti. I love listening to Johann Bach.
Yes.
I love listening to Vivaldi. My grandmother introduced me to those composers from all the eras. Classical,
So-
romantic, baroque.
So if people wanted to get on to Wellfed or to come to the Wellhouse, what is the process?
So they can DM me. I am at. Let
You
me
know,
make
member.
sure that make me
Should I
make
remember?
sure that it's up and
Yeah.
yes running. So I don't have a Wellfed page. I don't. And again, you see, it's just the marketing. You see, but they can DM me on Wellhouse .Jamaica because Wellhouse is on IG. So they can message me there. I've had questions. I've had persons ask me to make shakes for them, have it delivered to them in Portmore. So we do that. We still do those services.
Yeah.
But in terms of just like rolling out something big this year, I would have to say it's gonna be Wellhouse.
Yeah.
Wellhouse and Wellfed.
Okay. And she told us the page a while ago?
Yeah, Wellhouse.Jamaica.
Wellhouse.Jamaica. So
That's
look,
on IG.
So guys, remember like take your health into like serious consideration.
Facts.
Alright.
Yes,
You know,
don't let your food
Be
be your
healthy,
medicine,
guys.
or
Yeah.
your
Eat
medicine shall
healthy.
be your food.
Yeah, you have one life, and then if you want to book Wellhouse, you can just reach out to Kim if you want to get your documents done, your visa application done, and like get your visa. Alright? And you
Even
wanna
me not issue a visa, people, me not issue a visa, but I'll
Yeah.
put together a good application for you.
And she does the
with
training as well.
Yeah, I'll coach you. I'll coach you
Yeah.
into
she
doing
does the
your
coaching as well, so that like you do it.
Canadian, UK, Shenzhen, you name it. Any visa wants it to be done, we do it.
Yeah, she does it so that you can actually properly go and represent yourself and represent the country and actually, have a better chance of getting it. So Kim, thank you for being on the Billionaire Podcast.
Thanks for having
It's
me.
been amazing. Like we were just there randomly Sunday having dinner and I was like, Kim, you really need to be on the Billionaire Pod.
Yes.
And Kim was like, all right, you'll be on the Billionaire Pod. It's
invite
you,
me.
it's P Billy.
I'll come.
It's the Billionaire Pod. Right, so thanks for being on the pod. I'm going to share the handle in the description. So guys, go follow Kim on her social media pages.
Yes, I have a challenge before you finish that. So maybe you should have the podcast at Wellfed. Maybe you should do a Wellfed
That's
podcast.
brilliant.
That would be massive.
brilliant,
That would
yeah.
be massive.
Nobody has that, so and I could do a little show cooking for you.
Yeah, that
would
could be a part of
Yeah,
it.
look at it.
Monty, we're going to Linstead. We're going to Linstead.
Yes,
Huh?
yes.
We're going to Linstead for the pod.
Bro, let's do that next weekend.
No, she don't have one next weekend.
Oh, wait, yeah.
I don't have an next thing, but I can do a special one for you guys.
Alright.
Yes.
Billionaires only.
Yeah, man. So thanks for being on the pod. It was
Thanks for
amazing.
having me. Thanks for having
Amazing
me.
convos. And we're going to have so many more amazing convos, at the next shooting that we're going to have with her, where she's going to be cooking for us. And guys, she gives amazing advice. And she's like, I feel like I was telling them that you're like a business coach and life coach. I feel like you're more of a life coach though. Yeah. Because like when they really
Yes.
sit down with her, bro, and like she eat, all right,
Yeah.
and she'll talk to you. Yeah, get all of the knowledge where you need to get, and she's well connected in terms of like, as I was telling you before, she has great friends, amazing friends.
I
They're there,
do.
and the type of people that actually pass through is people that you want to have in your contact list. You know, because you never know what opportunities
Yeah.
My
you can
friends
get
are
out of that,
amazing.
right?
Yeah, man. My village is amazing.
Yeah, so it's just so amazing. I've always talked to you guys about surrounding yourself in the right environment and the right people
Indeed.
so that opportunities can come to you that you can actually take advantage
Indeed,
to level
Chavez.
right?
Indeed.
So-
And on that note, so I want to add as well. So I'd spoken to you earlier about my Let's Hear It for the Boys mentorship. So years ago, when I was at Wisinko, I had introduced a campaign called Socially Aware, Share with Care. I had led that with a brand, and you know, it's not something that they had continued with. However, I truly believe in it. The campaign saw me going into schools and telling the school body, the students in particular, along with the Ministry of Education. I'll tell you this much: the American Embassy had reached out to us about that campaign as well to join us. Weren't able to collaborate on it because of timing and things were just off. But the fact is, they had eyes on it, so we know that it was a good campaign. So I say all that to say that, you know, even though it was discontinued, it's something I believe in. I believe that we need to talk to our young people. We need to tell them how to use social media. It's like sex. You have to tell them how to do it, right? So you use a condom, or if you don't, you end up doing this or getting that. Social media is just like that. When you go on social media, you are creating your brand. That's your brand. Anything anybody sees on it
is what they believe.
is what they'll believe, right? So even if you put a good resume together and you come in a church boot and you come well spec out in your things and you come in front of me and you want my job, the first thing I do is I check your social media. But when you come in front of me, you're Brother Chavez. But when we check your social media, you are Killy Chavez, you are Gally Chavez, right? Yell them something. You know,
Johnny.
yeah. When I see that, I am thinking that no, you are the real Chavez. Killy Chavez is the real Chavez.
Yeah.
So Mr. Chavez, I'm not gonna hire you because what you've posted on social media, I believe it because you posted it, and that's a brand that you control, and you are saying, yeah, man, I believe it. That is you. But in front of me, you're the pretender. But in real life, this is you. Even things like that students, kids are not aware of it. Even adults don't even know how to use social media. They post anything.
Yeah.
They even some of what we discovered in that campaign, because we worked as well with OCA and Sissoko, just some of the crimes and cyber, the JCF, or the cyber crimes unit, they also, we had, like, our panel was pretty diverse. Right? And they would tell you at that time, they were just getting into the Cyber Crimes Act. They were putting real boots behind that. So they were getting serious about it. So posting nudes, posting people's images without their permission, cyberbullying them. Listen, we had to tell kids how to use social media, or what can happen if you don't use it correctly. That if you delete it, it doesn't really go anywhere.
It's still on it. Anything you post on the internet is still there.
It's there. So fast forward to Let's Hear It for the Boys. So my passion is young men. I believe wholeheartedly that if we can teach our men, our young Black men, how to be real kings, start telling them that opening a door for a girl or gifting a girl with a flower or something, it's not being a gal clown. If you provide for a girl, it doesn't mean that you're a gal clown. It means that you're doing what you're ordained to do as a man. That's what God put you here for. Whatever the world tells you, I care zero. Whatever it tells you otherwise. The man was put in our lives as providers. The women
and to take
care of the family and to grow the family unit, to sustain the family unit, and to grow productive citizens for the world. The female was put here to support the man in that role. Yeah. Right?
If a woman a brick, you get a house from it.
Right.
And also speaking on the whole gangster thing, everybody wanted to be a gangster. The biggest gangster, or the biggest gangster is a gentleman.
Yes.
Right? You
And he
open the
loves
door
his
to a
woman
female,
too.
love your woman.
He does. He takes care of her and his kids.
Yeah.
His kids go to good schools, and you wouldn't know that their dad. You wouldn't know the dad's gangster.
Yeah.
Because they have the gangster dad understands.
Yeah.
You know what that child is supposed to do or what he's supposed to be. So
You're a good role model, basically.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm just hoping that Let's Hear It for the Boys will will manifest, that will give young men, young boys an opportunity to really shine. To really shine. We can have another podcast on how or why the black man was broken and how that has been a generational
She told me a story about Shaka Zulu. And she always tells me some amazing stories. She was also one
Ask him what he knows about Shaka Zulu.
What do you know about Shaka Zulu?
much.
Not much.
I know the
what do
name,
you hear
though.
about? What do you hear about him? When you hear about him, what do you think of?
I heard that he's an honorable man. He was very honored, respected. I wouldn't say feared. I would say more loved than feared. But that's pretty much all I know about him. I've just heard about him.
So that must have been a new conversation before. He was a maniac. He was mad. He was, he was a fear. He was feared. He was this warrior. He was a madman. But nah, Shaka was a warrior.
Yeah.
And he was a strong man too. To date, they still use this, all those, even the arrow formation of fighting. He was a strategic warrior. And today they practice those
You know
things.
what I love about Kim? You see, even me personally, you see when back in the days when social media don't mess with me too much these days, right? But back in the days when social media was on top of me and trying to mess with me and trying to break my spirit, Kim was always that odd person there that just called me and be like, she called me and she's steaming like, Chavez, don't listen to them. Chavez, just keep on doing what you're doing. I believe in you and I know you're going to. So she's just a person that once she believe in you or once she's there for you, bro, she's there for you forever.
Yep.
Right? And then also it's like she's like a ride or die. And there's nothing you can she know to pick sense out of nonsense. She's very smart, very intelligent, and she's just so genuine where it's just all love when you're around her,
I think I could make Kim my second mom. Do you want to be my second mom, Kim?
I want a son, but he's a baller son more.
I play
I'm a
football.
baller too.
He's a
play
baller.
football.
No, man, all right, yeah. yeah,
play
my son,
football.
yeah, my son.
Yeah, man. So even like, I was like, I've been through a lot, and then she's the person that I would call and I'll be on the phone with her for hours.
Yeah.
And she just lift my spirit or she just take my mind off of whatever, and we're just there and she's just so cool. Like, and I would say like that is more than mentorship, and it's indirect mentorship. It's not like I go to her and say, okay, mentor me or guide me.
Yeah.
It's just that she's just there. And it's just so funny how we even met years ago. We met.
Airbnb.
Funny. Airbnb, Airbnb.
Airbnb.
Random Airbnb.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just so amazing, Kim. We're looking forward to coming to the Wellfed
Yes.
and hosting the pod there.
Yes,
And
look
I'm
forward to having
looking
you.
forward to all my followers just calling you, booking the Wellfed.
Yes, guys.
Not at 1 a.m.
Right, not at 1 a.m. though, booking Wellfed, and I'm looking like forward to all my followers just, coming to you and getting those advice in terms of doing their visa applications or filing their trademarks or registering their business, because she does business registration and all of those
All
stuff
that,
as
their
well.
marketing consultancies.
Anything. If you
and-
want to create a business plan, if you want to create a pitch deck, she's the person that does all of that. And if she can do it, she has the right people to do it. If you need an accountant, if you need anybody at all, she's the person to go to, that she will find the right people and she will guide you and tell you, okay, this is right, this is wrong. And if this is wrong, okay, this is how I can help you correct it to make it right. And how totally propel your business or propel whatever you're doing so that you can be on the right track and you can reach where you need to go.
And if I don't know, I'll find out. I'll ask. I'll check it
and
out.
she does a lot of research, So Kim, you're really an amazing person in my
Really,
life,
sure really.
And
Thanks for having me.
yeah, thank you for being on the pod. It really means a lot. We know you're driving from far,
Yes.
right? Yeah, man. So thanks for being on the pod. Y'all know the vibe. Super blessed, super rich. The Billionaire Pod.
Winners
See you guys
win.
on the next one. Winners win. Billionaire forever, Kim.
That's me. I need a shirt, but it's
Well,
pretty
I got you on the shirt.